Before you ask, I'm really sorry about being late. God knows I didn't want to mess up this one chance. But I swear I tried my best to be here on time. You're not gonna like the answer. Seriously, you aren't gonna like it. Uh, yes and no. Kinda? I had to take care of some business with a couple heroes, but not exactly in the usual way. I didn't provoke them or anything. They were the ones that decided to bother me while I was just going on about my day and running errands like when I'm not on the job. Usually, this isn't a problem, but you can thank a certain backstabber for messing everything up. Zero decided to be a fucking asshole and tell some of those heroes you liked that we were going on a date. And that broke their fragile egos or something, because now they're pissed you decided to move on to me. Yeah, you told me you brought it up to him. No, it's not your fault. He had to be told to fuck off at some point. Not like he cares, I guess. Well, that's what took me longer than expected. I had to deal with him after those heroes. Nah, nothing like that. Besides, God knows whose place he had decided to crash at. I'd be more of a pain to try asking around who he hooked up with today. So, I'm hurting him where it actually matters. Hope he has fun being called into the office tomorrow to explain why he's been colluding with the enemy. Maybe once he actually gets the demotion, that will shut him up for a while. At least for you. I'm not gonna hear the end of it, and I already know he's going to try to make my life a living hell for ratting him out. He thought he might have a chance with you because we were on equal ground at the time. But now that I'm going to be the one that's better off, he's got no reason to think he can compete for a while. I don't know how long that's gonna last, but I already know he's going to nitpick every little thing I do to get me in trouble and bring me down to his level. Of course not. I'm not going to fall for that bullshit and get provoked so easily. I'm going to be the perfect little devil the boss wants me to be. It's not going to be just for the job. It's for you too. Gotta be reliable and make good money, you know? I've gotta make sure I can give you the best possible experience for our date. Yeah. You've got to start out strong to make up for all the time I kept you waiting. Oh, and got you a nice gift for the trouble. Had to make a half-day trip to get these for you. Hope it was worth it. You'd be surprised at how few places carry that chocolate of yours. Nah, getting them online would take too long. I didn't want you to wait for any longer. Hey, I tried my best to not cause a lot of trouble today. If I'd actually gone and raided their headquarters, our date would have involved us running from the cops. That's not exactly what I had in mind for a romantic drive around town. I'll spare us both the car sickness, and I'd be a lot happier knowing that a dinner that's worth half a paycheck stays in our stomachs and not all over the dashboard. Yeah, and we won't even get the luxury of having that food unless we book it over there. We should have been on our way like 2 hours ago. I'm gonna get us there on time. There's no ifs here. I'm not losing that reservation. Just, close your eyes or something and imagine we aren't breaking any laws attempting to get there. Oh, I've got the perfect blindfold to help you out with that. Then you can maintain all those good and positive impressions you have of me. What? Hey, I have equipment for all occasions. You need that kind of stuff as a villain. Look, just pretend that it's meant for you instead. Or maybe not. No, that's a really bad idea. I'm not into weird stuff. Well, unless that's your thing, then I can be flexible. Mm, Yeah, of course. Gonna make this date work to begin with first. Yeah, just close your eyes while we're on the road. Thank you so much. We've been having a wonderful time. And please let Nathan know that he's running a fine establishment. Of course. We'll definitely be back. Yes. Hopefully, regularly. Hmm? Hey, no worries. I can invite you for a friendly get-together anytime. There are no assumptions being made here about the future of our relationship. None at all. Well, I'd hope we'd still be friends after this. I wanted you to have a good time tonight. I do hope you're enjoying yourself at least. Yeah, get a little of that attentiveness. I did a lot of digging to find a restaurant that was this accommodating. Not a lot of places will give you that kind of service. No way. If I knew someone in the restaurant business, I'd hit them up for a meal a lot more often. Well, Nathan's just the manager here. I got to know him well enough while I was calling around to find a good place for a date. You know how these nicer restaurants can be if you're not in the inner circles and such. So, I had a lot of talking to do. Well, nothing will get you better service than being a bit of a local celebrity of sorts. Never said it had to put me in a positive light. But really, it's positive enough for my boss, and that's what matters when you're in my line of work. Oh, the staff doesn't need to be scared of me, just so long as they're doing the job right. I assure you, I only give a bit of a gentle persuasion. Good couple of articles and news coverage will go a long way. You'll definitely be thanking me when it means getting the bill immediately. All I have to do is... And there you have it. Perfect timing. I'm ready to pay. Thank you. You've been more than attentive. I think you deserve this for your time. Of course. And I expect just as good of a service next time. Yes. I'll make sure to ask for you. See? No problems when you're a good tipper. Oh. But didn't you just see how that fear completely melted away? You don't get that by being skimpy with your waiter. Money talks, you know? And it will incentivize them to not bother us for a while. Well, yeah. The reputation thing too. But mostly the money. Gotta make it count though. It doesn't grow on trees. I wish I made bank with my job. And that's why stuff like this is for special occasions. I wanted to make sure you enjoyed yourself and felt special, you know? Really? This is the kind of date you deserve. Well, there's no rush. Take it all in. You don't need to leave just yet. I already missed the great service, but it's back to the half-ass standard until I save up enough for this place again. Hey, I don't flaunt who I am to everyone. It's not even worth it. Seriously, you can trust me on that. Really. So, question. How badly did I fuck up today? You know, with the whole being late and technically doing stuff that made you not want to go out with me in the first place? That first one just kinda crept up on me. And I'm not blaming anyone but Zero for it. But the second, I just wanted to make everything perfect. Yeah. It was only ever coffee shops and stuff you mentioned whenever you went out with someone. So, I want this to stand out. Thanks. I try my best to. Huh? I'm glad I could give you your first full date. Hey, no, don't cry. Come on, come here. Yeah, those guys really suck, huh? They had a nerve to get all jealous, even after you gave them all those chances. You were too good for them anyway. I already beat them up on the job, and the best revenge comes by doing what they couldn't for you. Well, they're not gonna do whatever you want, but I will. Yeah, gotta make up for all that wasted time. Say what you want, and it's yours. Huh? Uh, yeah, of course I can. Well, can we be together properly now? Oh, then I'll start prepping for our next date. I'll make it even better. Well, you've got to tell me how then. Otherwise, it will be my usual way, with maybe a few concessions. I can make some exceptions here and there, but I've got to keep the bad guy vibe, you know? Yeah. And I do some of that stuff out of my love for you. Love makes you evil, and all that. Okay. Slightly inconveniencing, but you get the point. Is that still good? Hey, I'm more than fine with that. I can at least guarantee it won't be boring. Yeah, no one will ever be able to compare. That's a promise.